sick body is an acid body. So, cut the acid in your body with Balance 7. Go to balance7.com or call 800-793-9039. Use the code word FRED to get $15 off your order and free shipping. Plus a money-back guarantee. Man, you can't beat this. Call 800-793-9039. That's 800-793-9039. Or go to balance7.com. And don't forget the code word FRED.
Hey everybody, Charlie Kirk here. Just when you thought it could... This is Seth Leibson of AM 960 The Patriot in Phoenix for townhall.com. The Democratic Party has an extremism problem. In a country with only two major parties, this means America has an extremism problem, and it's fueled by the Democrats. Here in Arizona, you can see this in sharp relief. Last week, in the wake of the latest horrific school shooting, we saw the press secretary for Katie Hobbs, our new Democratic governor, tweet out a video of a gun-toting woman saying, "Us when we see transphobes." She was encouraging violence within hours of the shooting at Nashville's Covenant School by someone claiming to be transgender. Just last summer, the Democratic Party of Pima County here hosted an expletive, the fourth party, to commemorate Independence Day. For today's Democrats, America is not something to be celebrated, but condemned. What really ought to be condemned is this sort of extremism coming from leaders within today's Democratic Party. Remember, Exhibit A, Arizona. I'm Seth Leibson.
Hi, Doug Andrew here. 4 questions. Did you or someone you know lose money in the market in 2008? Do you think a crash like that will happen again? Do you want to have what happened to your money last time happen again? What are you doing differently to prevent that? If your retirement savings are invested in the market, reposition that money and protect it from losses sooner than later. Learn how to make money safely with little to no downside risk. Join us for one of 5 Retire by Design workshops. We're coming to teach free workshops in Morgan Hill, Palo Alto, Danville, Orinda, and Burlingame, Wednesday through Friday, May 17th through the 19th. Call now to register and get details. 1-888-73-RADIO. That's 1-888-73-RADIO, which is 1-888-737-2346, which is 1-888-737-2346.
Some surprises are good, some surprises are life-changing, and some surprises can be financially devastating. That's why you need 210 Home Buyer's Warranty. 210 Home Buyer's Warranty covers critical systems like your heating, cooling, and water heater, and appliances like your fridge from breakdowns caused by routine use. Because something will break down right when you need it most. A refrigerator breakdown can cost over $1,200 to replace. With 210 as little as $85. Water heater breakdown nearly $1,800. With 210 as little as $85. AC breakdown $2,500. With 210 as little as $85.
I enjoy knowing that any issue that may happen at my home will be taken care of.
Everything was handled professionally.
The response and service is always timely and professional.
No matter the age of your home or appliances, all warranty service agreement from 210 Home Buyer's Warranty can help reduce your financial stress. Call 800-458-8877. That's 800-458-8877. 800-458-8877. Call now to get 2 months free.
You're smart, you're busy, you don't have time to waste on a mainstream media cycle. Salem News Channel, Breakfast Cycle, topics that matter, from hosts worth watching, Dennis D'Souza, Andrew Wilkow, Brandon Tatum, and more. Open debate and free speech you won't find anywhere else. Salem News Channel, not like the other guys. Watch anytime on any screen and free, 24/7. Find everything you need to know at snc.tv. That's snc.tv.
We say that a lot of the sex ed in schools is grooming. A lot of kids are very upset about that. Well, comprehensive sex education, so-called, is based on Kinsey's ideas. He's the inventor of comprehensive sex education. And he was explicitly interested in grooming children for sexual behavior. It's what he believed. It's what he wanted to do. And he came up with these, quote, resources and these educational strategies to do that. So it's not just a conspiracy theory that they're grooming children with sex ed. It's what it was invented to do and has been doing for decades.
This is a very difficult truth for a lot of normal people to process. That there is a philosophical tradition that's over 100 years old that basically was clinically documented on child rape.
And that's so much of what the left benefits from is that much of what's happening in our culture is so horrifying that people don't want to believe that it's true. And so the left, they can do something, and then if you or I points out, hey, they're doing this thing, they can say, I would never do that. Are you crazy? That's disgusting. And the average person who's not paying that close attention would say, oh yeah, well, they definitely weren't doing that. Castrating children.
Come on.
Exactly.
Liam Neeson wouldn't play a bad guy.
Right. And if someone did that, then they wouldn't have an institute named after them. Yeah, there's no way. They're not bringing children into hospitals and doing genital, mutilating them, chopping breasts off. Nobody would do that. That's crazy. Well, they are doing it. That's why so much of our job is like actually raising awareness and just letting people know that this stuff is happening.
I want to be respectful of your time, but Matt, I want to ask you, what did you learn by making the film? Because you were an expert before you made the film. You knew a lot of the facts. You've been doing this for years. You were ahead of the curve. You were talking about social conservatism well before I was, and you deserve credit for that. What did you learn? Behaviorally, factually, what was your big takeaways in the making of this project?
There's a lot that I knew already that was demonstrated to me, and there's a real value in that, in demonstrating to people what they already know. So for me, there was a lot of that. The thing that if I learned something, it was just how pervasive these ideas are and how ubiquitous is this fundamental confusion. Because what I was not expecting is that when we would travel around the country and go out on the street and talk to normal people, I thought that we would, if we talked to some blue-haired, 20-year-old girl, that we would get a lot of gender ideology stuff. But I thought, naively, it turns out, that, you stop some average guy, looks like he's over 50, and you're going to get basic common sense from him. You ask him, what's a woman? He says, hey, a woman says, she has breasts. You get an answer like that. And that's not what happened. What we found is that the vast majority of people we talked to, no matter their demographics, no matter how old they were, didn't matter race, anything like that, they would start regurgitating to us these, basically the same things we heard from the college professors. They didn't know that they were regurgitating that, but that's what they were doing. And I found that shocking. Just how difficult it was. In the film, we portrayed as though I'm traveling around the entire world and I can't get a straight answer. I finally get it from my wife in the kitchen. But that is, which I found to be hilarious. That's of course, it's the kitchen. Right. It's very sexist, of course, because she's in the kitchen, as I was told by the feminists. But that is actually what happened. We were desperately looking for people that would give us a straight answer. It was very difficult to find anyone. And so we have a lot more work to do, I guess, is what I learned.
How do we defeat them?
I think the first thing is to bring these truths to light, to shed light on the darkness. That's the first job. And the great thing is that if you do that, a lot of things start to happen on their own. It's like what we did in Tennessee with Vanderbilt University.
I know people on that board, and you scared the crap out of them.
Yeah, and all we did was just say, hey, look at what they're doing over here.
Yeah, and Tucker also shined a big light on it too.
He did, and then the public kind of took it from there and spoke out. So I think shining a light in the dark is a big thing. But then also we have to mobilize. The left for too long, they've been the ones mobilizing. They're very good at getting out into the street and being visible and being seen. And I think oftentimes the right kind of has a cynical attitude about that. I don't want to go around holding a sign. I have a job. I don't have time for that. And I understand that, but people need to see you, and also other people who agree with us need to know that they're not alone. Yes, exactly. Right. Events like what that you put on all the time are very good at that, like letting people know you're not alone. We have to bring that also out onto the streets.
I totally agree. I mean, we should have peaceful protests outside of every one of these gender reassignment clinics regularly.
Agreed.
Matt, I know you got to run. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, man. And check out Matt Walsh's podcast. It's terrific.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Please email us freedom@charliekirk.com and subscribe to the Charlie Kirk Show podcast to listen to this conversation in its entirety. Thanks so much.
Fred Dwyer here for Balance7.com. Do you
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher inviting you to join me for a remarkable travel opportunity that will change your life forever. Dennis Prager and I are headed back to the Holy Land, Israel, this October. It's the Stand With Israel Tour. Join us along with our trusted partner, Inspiration Cruises and Tours. We'll take you to key sites in the Holy Land, thoughtfully designed to give you unprecedented access to a region you've likely only read about. Visit StandWithIsraelTour.com and get all the details. We'll uncover important geopolitical locations and show you Israel's significance on the world stage, past, present, and future. Step foot on the ancient streets of Jerusalem. We'll sail the Sea of Galilee, pray at the Western Wall, and so much more. We'll have guides for our group, lavish food, and luxurious accommodations. No other trip will be like this one. Come with Dennis and me this October. Register today. Call 855-565-5519, 855-565-5519, or go to StandWithIsraelTour.com, StandWithIsraelTour.com.
Are you earning money on your checking account? Provident Credit Union believes you should be earning on all your accounts. Provident offers a dividend-earning checking account called Super Reward Checking. With the Super Reward Checking account, you can earn 1.26% annual percentage yield on your account balance. That's 1.26% with no monthly or annual fees. Start earning money today. Visit ProvidentCU.org. Federally insured by the NCUA. Rate effective October 18th, 2022. And may change at any time. Other terms and conditions apply.
Hi, Doug Andrew here. 4 questions. Did you or someone you know lose money in the market in 2008? Do you think a crash like that will happen again? Do you want to have what happened to your money last time happen again? What are you doing differently to prevent that? If your retirement savings are invested in the market, reposition that money and protect it from losses sooner than later. Learn how to make money safely with little to no downside. Design workshops. We're coming to teach free workshops in Morgan Hill, Palo Alto, Danville, Orinda, and Burlingame, Wednesday through Friday, May 17th through the 19th. Call now to register and get details. 1-888-73-RADIO. That's 1-888-73-RADIO, which is 1-888-737-2346, which is 1-888-737-2346.
News, opinion, insight to 860AMTheAnswer.com. Our mobile app on TuneIn, iHeart, and the Odyssey app. We go where you go. 860 AM, The Answer.
It's time again for the Kindness Challenge sweepstakes, and you have the opportunity to win $5,000, plus give $5,000 in your name to a deserving organization. Enter now at our website, 860AMTheAnswer.com, where you can also get the contest rules and sign up for the Answer VIP Club.
860AMTheAnswer.com. News, information, reassurance. 860 AM The Answer. KPRP San Francisco. Streaming now on smart speaker and the Odyssey app service of Salem Media Group.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Tasha Stevens. According to 2 current senior U.S. officials and 1 former administration official, the Chinese spy balloon that flew across the U.S. was able to gather intelligence from several sensitive American military sites, despite the Biden administration's claims to the contrary. According to sources, the Chinese balloon made multiple passes over some of the sites and then transmitted the information back to Beijing in real time. Former President Trump returns to New York City.
The sidewalk here on 5th Avenue in front of Trump Tower was jam-packed as the former president's motorcade arrived. NYPD buses and metal barricades are serving as temporary security barriers. There's a sizable media presence here and in Lower Manhattan, where on Tuesday Trump will stand before a judge for his arraignment.
White House correspondent Greg Clugston reporting after the arraignment, Mr. Trump will fly back to Florida, where he will address the nation from his home in Mar-a-Lago. The judge overseeing former President Trump's expected Tuesday arraignment is not allowing video cameras in the New York courtroom. The judge announced
Russia. The Russians say he was trying to get classified information about a Russian arms factory.
protecting your wealth ASAP. If even a tiny percentage of Americans attempt to withdraw their savings, we would see a collapse of the entire banking system, sending us into a modern-day Great Depression. Fortunately, there is a way for you to avoid this. It starts with contacting Advantage Gold. If you have an IRA or 401k, Advantage Gold can help convert those paper assets into physical gold and silver. This is the process that I recommend everybody use as a hedge against rapid inflation and to protect your retirement wealth from banks. Take control of your financial safety today. Call 800-900-8000 to get your free gold investment kit. Advantage Gold. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-900-8000.
Saudi Arabia and other major